Howdy, howdy, and welcome to another wonderful trash take. So today we're going to be continuing to talk about Portland because there's a journalist that got arrested for being assaulted. I shit you not. It's on video of him getting arrested, and then when the police showed up, they arrested him for disorderly conduct, essentially, is what the charge is. So there's a journalist called Nick Sortor, and I might be saying his last name wrong, but he's been down outside Portland, outside the ICE facility, a federal facility, and basically been recording all the Antifa retards that have been running around there and committing acts of violence on people, because that's all they really do. I think it was 2 nights ago, a journalist got whacked in the face by someone with a metal pole, and they all, escorted her out. I say they. The Antifa tards surrounded her with umbrellas to block her face so they couldn't try to identify her, and then escort her all the way down the street to get away, and the police never bothered showing up or arresting her, and it, gave the journalist a black eye. It's kind of crazy to see. But today, Nick Sortor got arrested. Now, there's some videos of him outside the ICE facility, and I want to play those, then I want to play what led up to it to give some context here. He's been on the ground doing some serious good journalists, like Nick Shirley, who I previously covered, and him almost getting, with an Antifa tard, threatened to kill him with then a sniper at DHS put a green laser on him. I assume it's a sniper. I mean, it's an assumption there. But this has been pretty crazy to see. Democrats have been saying this is a peaceful city, that it's not lawless, that everything's fine, and Trump's overreacting. And at night after night after night, I see videos of people getting assaulted and police doing nothing. It's kind of fucking crazy. So I'm going to play the video of what was, looks like 2 nights ago, leading up to his arrest, along with another video of him being assaulted, him defending himself, and then people screaming at him and threatening to kill him. Let's watch that. So this is him outside the ICE facility yet again right here. It's the fucking blue line on the ground to say this is a federal facility, fuck off. So this woman is upset because they are filming. These people are filming the Antifa protesters, and she's mad, saying you can't do that, you can't do that. I'm angry and retarded.
This is America.
He's screaming, this is America, because you can record in public because you have no expectation of privacy in public. 100% true. But leftists are retarded. They don't understand basic law. So you're not going to be able to have a productive conversation with them. So he is now backing up. Backing away. He puts both his hands up, basically telling him, stop following me. Stop coming toward me. She puts her arms down and bumps into him with her, fat fucking belly. He then shoves her because she's just used her body to attack him. So he pushed her back. And now she immediately charges him. Instigated it, touched him first, he pushed her back, and now she charges him. How will this crowd react, you wonder? You saw him assault her! She just used her fat fucking belly to try to slam into him, and he pushed her back for it. Yeah. This is the kind of dishonest shit that they do on the daily. This is Antifa. But let's continue. Someone on a megaphone saying, let's calm down. I don't know if that's the police. I don't know if that's someone else that's actual protesting that isn't Antifa or what, but that's pretty funny. Now, this guy's pointing at the people because this is inside the federal facility. Someone inside the federal facility was recording this. And now basically demanded, you come out here and arrest these guys. Because he's not Antifa. They actually want him arrested. See, it's funny. They're anti-fascists and they hate the law until the law is being used to arrest people they don't like. Then they fucking love it. They fucking love it. Because they don't actually have any morals or any real values. They just want to win by any means necessary. To them, using the police to kill people they don't like, perfectly acceptable. Right now, they're all demanding people come out. Yeah, put that fucking gun down. You tell him, Mr. Chicken Man. You tell him. And now they're calling him an instigator. A journalist who's been on the ground filming these people. This woman's clearly chasing after him, yelling at him, and now he's the instigator. Because he's not allowing people to be violent, and he's recording their misdeeds. True instigation. True instigation. Not the dude that's been wearing a fucking balaclava, hiding his identity. Piss poorly, but he's not fully decked out in black, so I don't think he's actually an Antifa tard.
Come on, come and get him! Touch him! Come and get him!
Oh, look, the fat bitch that's protesting ICE all of a sudden wants federal agents to come out here and help her. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Dude, what are y'all doing something? Take pictures for a fucking reason, motherfucker.
You can't take pictures for a reason, and he's saying I can take pictures if I want to, and he's right. You can't expect an expectation of privacy in public. I'm not a lawyer, but I know basic law. I used to watch those First Amendment auditors, and that shit was always hilarious to me because you'd see cops completely power trip on a dude that's just standing outside taking pictures of a building. They would flip the fuck out. And that made me realize not a lot of people know the law, and clearly this lady's one of them.
Wherever I want, we're in public. This is America.
I didn't even ask you.
This is, I don't care.
I didn't even ask you.
She's saying, I didn't even ask you, okay?
Guys,
I didn't even hear your
this is
ask.
America.
Did I ask
This
you?
is America. This is why we.
Did I ask? Did I ask? Notice how she's now going to this guy too. This man's no longer paying attention to the real instigator, but is now staring this guy daggers.
Because they don't know American laws, bro.
You know what? I'm not even a legal bitch. Exactly. What are you guys doing now?
And now they're targeting him. Completely 180 swap because they realize the federal agents won't do anything. So now they're trying to incite this guy to do something. She's already used her body to shove one guy and get shoved back. I really hope she does it again because it's on fucking camera this time where you can fully see her body hit him. But that's the end of this clip. Look at this nice gentleman in the back wearing a black umbrella trying to black out the actions people do, which is an absolute fucking failure. You're 2 feet from the ICE facility. Good fucking luck. Let's see what he says in response.
Hey, you! I'll fucking fuck the shit out of you, motherfucker!
I'll fucking fuck the shit out of you, motherfucker. Someone come get their grandpa. He drunk as fuck.
Hey, you! I'll fucking fuck the shit out of you, motherfucker!
If you, this man's fucking drunk. He just looks like a random homeless man. They gave alcohol so they could try to get him to assault someone. This is all this seems like.
I'll fuck your fucking head in that paper!
You just said I'll chop off your fucking head and put it in that pig blood or something like that. I don't know. I think there might be a bin behind him, a trash can. I think that might have been what he pointed to, but he just said I'll chop your fucking head off. Holy fuck, man.
No!
And look, hey man, you're threatening to kill him right from the ICE facility. They're gonna come arrest you. We need you to actually assault him. Be careful. They don't give a fuck about this guy's safety. They're just telling him, hey, be careful. Like this is crazy. It's ass backwards. Instead of coming to help the guy that just got pushed by some fat bitch and now is a homeless man threatening to kill him, they're trying to tell the homeless man, you know what? Just don't do this here.
No! I will fuck
Hey, come get your shit.
mouth open, motherfucker!
I will fuck you in the mouth. Like this is just fucking like. These are random insults. He just knows bad words and he's trying to throw them in a random string to hope they stick. It's like watching two Indians. I'll fuck you. No, fuck you. I fuck you. It's that old fucking crazy ass call where the Indians like threaten to fucking kill each other. No, I fuck you. No, you fuck you. Fuck you. Like that shit. Like that's what it sounds like to me.
Come get your shit. Come get your shit.
And then there's fucking bitches in the bottom getting mad because they won't arrest the guy who defended himself.
I'm not gonna do fucking anything. I'm gonna do I see you, bitch. I see you, bitch. You're gonna do anything. You're gonna do anything.
This lady's fucking laughing and recording him, rightfully so, because these people are fucking retarded.
Help your fellow woman. I don't know. Are you gonna do anything?
Are you gonna help a fellow woman? That's what passes for a woman nowadays. Holy fuck. I know I'm being a dickhead here, but if you're gonna be a flagrant retard, you better at least be hot. You know, there's pretty privilege. That's not fake. That's a real thing. So this is a video of Nick Sorrento as well. Last night, I believe. No, this was later. This was later that night before he got assaulted. This was a different day. Look familiar? Look familiar? It's the same homeless guy from the previous night now burning an American flag, which is allowed if it's his property and it's done on his property, not in the fucking public. You can't burn a flag in the open. That's illegal. Why? Because you're doing it in the public. You have a threat to hurting someone. That's why. You can go to your house, burn a flag in your backyard all you want. Totally fine with that. Your flag, your property, do what you fuck you want. This is public fucking property. You can't just burn shit on the middle of the road. You can't burn shit in the middle of the sidewalk. Like, what?
Oh.
Nick whacks it out of his hands and puts the flag out.
Work.
And immediately the left is, you put a flag on the ground, checkmate, conservator, we got you. You're putting the burning flag out because you care about America, but you put it on the ground to do so. Like, this is like literal fucking retards. These are the products of the education system in America.
Now he's standing on it. Now he's standing on it.
Yeah, the same crazed homeless man, and now it looks like some retard in a witch outfit is now making fun of him for putting out a burning American flag. These are the people who are protesting ICE. They very much love this nation. They're doing it out of the love of their heart, guys. Not because they're communists that want to overthrow the fucking government. Because they love the government, clearly.
Got it? Oh, now I think he's saving it.
So he takes the flag and walks it over to the facility. Same guy, though. Here's a video of him later that night being assaulted by a group of Antifa further away from the facility. Because this is what they actually do. They don't want to do it in front of the facility anymore because there's too many eyes there. So they wait for people to try to leave. And then they jump their ass now. And they jump Nick. Hard to see, but right there, someone just whacked him in the head with a pole. I'm going to play it again. I really suggest maybe I'll post a link to this tweet in the description if you want to see it for yourself. But he gets whacked in the head here. Goes up, comes down, hits him, he stumbles, drops his phone or flashlight, goes to pick his shit up. They surround him. They surround him trying to grab his shit, steal it from him. He immediately gets it back up. He's back on the street. And then you have this person right here standing in front of him. She shoved him. Right there. Shoved him. You can see him push backwards. She shoved him. She assaulted him. Yet again. He just got hit in the head and has now been shoved by Antifa. And he fucking throws her ass. Rightfully so.
Hey!
And where does she go? She fucking runs. Right behind the rest of the Antifa group.
Mark's a veteran. He's got.
And now the federal agents look like they've turned on a floodlight to try to get people to fucking quit it. Because they know they're going to have to go outside and start arresting people. But bear with me here. This is the same guy who put up the flag. Look, now you have Antifa coming up with umbrellas too. They're surrounding him, and they're waiting for someone to make a move. They are waiting for someone to make a move, and then they're going to jump his ass. They are waiting for someone to throw the first punch against him. He just got assaulted and shoved. And notice how he's now walking back toward the ICE facility, because he's smart enough to know these people are about to jump his ass. Someone screaming kid diddlers because insults now are just random things I think might stick. Like most people, when they insult you, there's a self-inflection. They think of what hurts me when I say it, and I'm going to say it to them because that'll hurt them, because they're fucking retarded and have no empathy. Like most people in my comment section that write hateful things about me, I haven't seen a single one that's true, and they actually fucking crack me up because these people are fucking retarded. It's funny to me that someone with a burner profile on any fucking social media will be the first one saying the most retarded shit humanly possible. Yeah, I'm digressing. This is just Nick afterwards walking around.
And look at Portland PD.
This is basically him now calling the cops because he just got assaulted and shoved. And a mob just surrounded him and almost jumped his ass. Don't worry, guys. The police did show up. But they arrested him. That's Nick in handcuffs. Portland police on bikes. And then this is Nick tweeting about it. Hey, Portland police, you made a big fucking mistake. You proved what we've been saying for years. You're corrupt and controlled by violent Antifa thugs who terrorize the street. You thought arrest me would make me shut up and go away? You couldn't have been more wrong. Stay tuned. And apparently Pam Bondi's now weighed in on it. Breaking news. Attorney General Pam Bondi has ordered a full investigation led by Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dhillon. I don't know, of the Portland Police Bureau following my wrongful arrest last night. Pam Bondi confirmed to me. Fuck around, find out, Portland Police. AG Pam Bondi personally called me to deliver this news, and I'm incredibly grateful to her for doing so. The Trump Departments of Justice will not allow the police to continue doing their bidding of Antifa. So what he got charged with, from what it's being reported and from what I've seen, was basically just disorderly conduct. People are saying when he took the flag from the guy and put the fire out, they're charging him as if he lit the flag on fire. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. This is how retarded the Portland police are. But he's not wrong. It's corruption. It's the reason why the police aren't responding to most of these violent threats. It's the reason why the lady who tried to pull her car in the street when two cops did show up told her to back up and appease the mob, opposed to actually let her through like she was legally allowed to do. The police are violating the law in favor of this mob. Now, why would they do that? Why, in any sense, would they appease Antifa, a terrorist organization? Because they are corrupt. That is the only logical outcome. They want the mob to get violent. They want the violence to continue. They show up to help someone, and they don't even show up. So what I think is happening here is Antifa, or someone in the Portland police office, this is me wearing a tinfoil hat, but trying to use some logic here. Someone in the Portland police office is watching the protests, is watching this all go down, and they're watching the journalists to try to find any false charges they can bring them up on. Nick Sorrento's already out of jail. He got released on a bond because it's a bond. He has a court date scheduled now for disorderly conduct, for him being fucking assaulted, for him putting out an American flag that was being burned. Like, what the fuck? You want to talk about... This is why I keep bringing up the fact that Democrats are the retards that are soft on crime. They let Antifa rioters walk free on the daily, but arrest a journalist for defending himself for being assaulted. Not once, but twice. This shit's fucking crazy to me. This won't end until the Democrats are voted out of office. I want Trump to come down there with the National Guard and fucking fully protect that facility. And anytime they say an Antifa person do anything, I want to see a Black Hawk helicopter mark the fucker, and I want to see him completely arrested. I want to see him all scurry the fuck out like the rats they are, because they are rat bastards. I'm going to play a video of what happened from one of the guys that actually got grabbed the other night to show you just how strong they are at fighting fascism. So I was trying to find the video, but I wanted to play this instead. This is another tweet from Nick Sortor. It's the video of the lady getting whacked in the face by the by the Antifa retard waving a Free Palestine flag. She's walking toward this lady because they're in the middle of the street and swinging her flag at her. So the lady's like ducking around to get out of the way, ducking away, and then bam, knocked in the fucking face.
She just hit me in the face.
Hit in the face.
Oh my.
Hit in the face. That's her black eye after getting hit in the face by the flag, purposely by some fucking retard. One of the useful idiots, I guess. But the rest of the video is basically her being led away. And this is Nick Sortor replying, saying that the police won't show up to arrest the lady who assaulted this woman, but gave him a ticket for overstaying his parking meter by 9 minutes. The Portland police are corrupt as fuck. Here's another video by a Twitter journalist, I like to call him. His name's Amuse. Basically, he's saying Portland police officers ordered not to interfere with Antifa, but instead investigate the federal employees. And it says the Portland Police Office Department, under orders from the mayor and city council, have been told not to intervene in protests, but instead monitor, document, and investigate federal officers for potential state prosecution. Whenever federal officers confront Antifa, Portland police ask Antifa members to provide them with videos of the encounter. So what they're doing is trying to building charges against the federal agents in case they use a bit of excessive force to try to charge them on the state level. They're trying to charge federal agents crimes for arresting violent protesters. Now, this is unconfirmed, but there's no way in hell Antifa would ever work with the police officers unless they know the police officers are going to be helping them to try to get the federal agents arrested. So it's just kind of using a bit of some schizo logic. I like Amuse. I think what he has here is a pretty good solid piece of, hey, this seems likely. And I'm in agreement. This does seem likely. The mayor's been purposely ordering the police not to go down there from what it looks like. They don't show up unless they're arresting journalists. They don't show up unless they're telling people to let the riots continue. She's intentionally flaming the flames here and trying to do as little as possible so it's not completely fucking obvious and she doesn't get the wrath of the government brought down on her, the federal government. And she needs to get the wrath of the federal government. She's allowing anarchy in her city because she hates the federal government and she's basically a communist dictator at this point. She has the Antifa basically working for her to incite violence against the federal government. Kind of fucking crazy, but you know, I did want to show the other video. So I did want to show more about Antifa being an organization because I know everyone says they're not an organization. That lady that got whacked in the face, there is more footage of her tracking down the lady who whacked her. And let's see what happens. Does the crowd give her to her for assaulting someone or do they protect her? Come on, guys, they're not an organization, but she's clearly Antifa, so she gets fucking protected. These are easy questions, guys. I know you're so smart and intelligent. You're clearly watching me. So this is a continuation of that night.
I need to go. Get her identity. We need to go. Assaulted me in the face.
So they're calling out the fact that they're protecting the mob has now, the Antifa mob has now surrounded her on all sides to try to block her from being seen or grabbed so they can cover her as much as humanly possible. These people, these journalists are calling out the mob saying, hey, she just assaulted someone. We need to get her identity. We need to call the police, tell her to stay. And they're trying to escort her out. This guy's getting assaulted on all sides. He's got a water bottle fucking chunked at him. And in the process, the lady starts walking away. Look.
We need to unmask her.
We need to unmask her as she pulls her mask up.
Call the police. Call the police.
She just assaulted someone else, by the way. And now the Antifa guys are blocking her. So what they did is they then followed her basically down the block. And she went to some big Antifa hideout. And police tried to actually stop her, but just completely gave up. They didn't even bother. Didn't want to stay her at all. Just completely gave up. And she gets away to an Antifa, like, not a hideout, but it's like a meetup with a bunch of Antifa tards outside. And they start using the umbrellas to block her out. Because now what they're going to do, and what they always do, is they get her there, get her a change of clothes, and let her leave. Because they didn't see enough physical evidence to prove it's her. And now she's changed her outfit. So now they can't even match that to her when she leaves. And they block out the cameras from recording, walking around with umbrellas like this. And I don't want to show this whole thing because it's retarded, but I just want to explain more about how they're actual fucking terrorists and the tactics that they use. Not organized at all, guys. Not organized at all. So I wanted to break this down more. After the lady was whacked in the face, she actually followed them down the road, and I quickly showed it, but I actually want to show the interaction with the police officer to let you see how the police officers are handling these of reports of being assaulted. I want you to see what the cops do so you can understand the issue that's happening here. So just to show you, this is the woman. She has the backpack and the black sweater. She just assaulted someone. Backpack, black sweater. This is her trying to flee the scene with another guy escorting her. This is them leaving. Unfortunately, a cop does come up. Portland Police Liaison Officer. This is her. She knows who she is. She hasn't lost sight of him. Just because she threw a hood up doesn't mean she went away. But the lady that got assaulted followed her and filmed her.
Do not touch me! Yes! JanSport backpack.
Do not touch me.
That one.
Do not touch me.
Her.
Do not touch me.
So, the cop is now, okay, I am going to arrest you. Because I originally said that they didn't do anything because that's what I thought. I didn't realize there was actually video showing them basically doing fuck all. They did something, which was just look at her.
No, I'm not. I am not.
I just said that you are. Stop.
I'm underage. Do not touch her. Do not touch her. Do not touch me. I am underage.
Just, yep, they're gone. Yep, Portland's finest. Portland's finest. I kind of touched on it, but I felt like it was actually worth diving into to show how fucking useless the Portland police are. And crazy how you can just assault someone, the cop shows up to help you, and then just gives up immediately. Just gives up fucking immediately. Takes one look at them, realizes they're Antifa, and then basically fucks right off. So this was the man that was arrested for basically being a fucking retard. They put a bolo out on him because he dumped red paint on federal property, which is defacing federal property. You can't do certain things to federal property. Like, you carry a gun on federal property, that's like 20 years in jail minimum, which is funny because that illegal immigrant that was making $300K as a superintendent was found with a gun in his car. He worked for the government. He had a fake degree and worked for the government as a superintendent and had a gun on him when they arrested him. And he hasn't been deported yet. I think I previously reported that he was, but he wasn't. He hasn't been deported. He's arrested though at the moment and is apparently being held on federal charges, probably bringing a gun into a fucking school zone because he had a gun in his car. And he's an illegal alien. There's like so much that's wrong with that story, but people are retarded. But the point is, it shows the police actually going out there and arresting him for throwing the red paint on the federal property, defacing federal property. This is him, once they have him in custody. This is your strongest Antifa warrior. Strongest Antifa warrior. Shaking like a fucking baby. Hilarious. This is your typical Antifa tard. This is what happens when they get unmasked. They all sit there and cry like the babies that they are. They use mob tactics and try to use mob mentality to incite violence and get people killed and commit political acts of terrorism, which is what this is. It's political acts of terrorism. They are trying to intimidate federal agents and assault federal agents. That is what they want to do. That is what they are trying to do. That is what they are doing when they get the chance. They're assaulting other people outside as well that aren't part of the group. If you're there filming them, they're going to assault you, as we just saw. Nick got assaulted not once, not twice, but 3 times in a single night. And then got arrested for it. There's a big issue with the political system in America, and it's not Republicans. I know Democrats are always saying Republicans are to blame for everything, but I'm seeing video after video after video of corrupt judges, of dog shit Democrats and their crime policies, and now dog shit Democrat police officers from the same city. This is the reason why the federal government needs to deploy in Portland immediately. Which, funny enough, right now they're in Memphis. I made a previous video about them being deployed in Memphis, and they've been doing some pretty good work from what I've seen. Pam Bondi posted, like, the first night in, they found, like, 5 missing kids that were being trafficked and, like, 20 guns off the street and took a bunch of fucking lifelong felons, put them in jail because they were wanted for different felonies and they just hadn't been arrested yet. Cracking down on crime improves everyone's life because criminals are almost always career criminals. There's a statistic out there, and it's something like 85% of convicted criminals have been convicted of more than 3 crimes. Basically, a career criminals, if you've convicted, basically it's proven that these people who are criminals don't change their lifestyle. They are criminals for life. They stay committing crimes. The vast majority of crimes are committed by people who are criminals. You can change a lot in our system if we actually had people in power that may work hard on crime, that put people in jail that need to go to jail. And if you had mayors that actually told their police officers to enforce laws like they should be, not cherry pick who to arrest. The mayor does have control over the police department, enforcing laws and enforcing policies over who to arrest. The DA has control over the police department on actually charging the people that the police arrest. They are working together as socialists. They are working, the mayor and the DA and the police officers are all working together to not let the Antifa people get arrested as much as humanly possible. That's why when they're grabbed by federal agents, it's a different story entirely, because now it's no longer a state matter, it's a federal matter, and Pam Bondi's gonna put him in jail for fucking life. Hopefully. I want him to be. Fuck that guy. Fuck all these retards. They're all a bunch of cowards. As I was editing this video, the Portland Police Department put out a public statement basically saying, yeah, we didn't mean to arrest him. We arrested him because we thought he was the one inciting the violence. And I'm going to show that now. Here you go. Portland Police Department. The Portland Police Bureau, PPB, is aware of public interest following several arrests made during demonstrations at the South Waterfront on the night of October 2nd, 2025, last night. Among these arrested was an individual known to have a significant social media presence, as well as others representing a range of political viewpoints. He was brutally assaulted, by the way. What I didn't know until I was editing as well is that he got hit like 3 times in the face when he got punched by when he got whacked in the head, and then they also broke his camera. As with all such situations, arrests are based on observed behavior and probable cause, not political affiliation or public profile. Former charges will be determined by the Milton County District Attorney's Office. PPB will remain committed to protecting the public safety and upholding rights of all individuals to lawful assembly, enforcing the law impartially. So they're saying they observed his disorderly conduct by him being punched in the face repeatedly. Leftists lie about everything all the time. Shout out to Black Dumpling on Twitter. That's the first thing I heard her coin, and it was absolutely fucking accurate. This is a bold-faced lie. There's video evidence. He gets assaulted, he calls 911, and they arrested him. How the fuck does that make sense? They observed it. They observed his behavior, and they had probable cause. That's a fucking lie. What? Everyone's telling them to back your fucking statements up immediately and start mass arresting the Antifa people who are out there being public agitators night after night, which is entirely true. Because not only did they post this statement, this is also in response to the White House now making a press conference to talk about how dogshit the Portland police officers are and how they're going to be withholding all federal funds to these cities. I'm going to play that now too. This is the White House spokesperson, Caroline Leavitt. She's the one who talks on behalf of Trump. Basically, she does daily briefings on shit. For Joe Biden, she was basically the president because you never saw Joe Biden. But this lady speaks while Trump's also doing other shit around the nation.
Reopen the government. On another matter, despite the Democrat shutdown, President Trump's efforts to make America safe again continue. President Trump believes that American cities should be the safest places on earth.
True. Absolutely fucking true. Start arresting the Antifa retards. Excellent place to start. The physical agitators who just assaulted a guy on camera, put them in jail opposed to the guy who got assaulted. Genius plan. Republicans right now winning a long shot.
And he is committed to making this a reality. We've already seen that President Trump successfully made D.C. safe again in only...
He had like 1,000+ arrests, took a bunch of guns off the street illegally, put criminals in jail where they belong. D.C. streets are safer. Even the Democrat mayor that was there was open arms and thankful that the president was helping her because the city was being overrun by criminals. That was a Democrat mayor. That's how they should all be, because their cities have been taken over by shithole criminals. But unfortunately, in these really radical left cities, they allow anyone to vote. They allow illegals. They'll allow felons. Basically, if you're a body, they'll allow you to vote. It's fucking crazy.
Only a few weeks. That same crime crackdown will continue to happen in cities across the country.
Good.
And is happening in Portland, Oregon.
Good.
President Trump will end the radical left's reign of terror in Portland once and for all.
Let's fucking see it. I want to see fucking footage of this shit tonight. I'll probably make a video on this tomorrow, the way this is going. But this is an evolving story because of how bad it's gone and how it's just now getting the light shined on it for how much worse it is going to be until there's intervention. The police have shown themselves to be incompetent retards at best. You need federal action here because the people's safety is not being protected by the local enforcement. Why not? I don't see a reason why not.
The president has directed Secretary Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland and any ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other left-wing domestic terrorists.
Do it for every city. Any city that's having people that are protesting and the ICE officers are overwhelmed, let them request the military to come and fucking back them up immediately and post the receipts. Because it's these dog shit cities that don't give the ICE, the federal agents, police manpower back up like they should be and let them fend for themselves. That's not how this is supposed to work. The federal agent is supposed to, the local jurisdictions are supposed to work with the federal agents to come together to fight crime. Instead, you have Democrats that have weaponized the police and totally told them to ignore the federal agents at all costs and don't help them at all. And if you don't listen to them, you get fired because if you're a cop, your boss is the mayor. That's how that works.
What's been allowed to happen in Portland, and we saw disturbing video footage of this last night, this is not peaceful protesting, this is left-wing anarchy.
The video footage she's talking about is Nick Sortor, because it's gone viral on Twitter, showing him be brutally beaten and then showing him being arrested for it. Democrats are losing control of this narrative fast because there's so many people reporting on this. This is the thing they hate the most. This is why Antifa's down there trying to intimidate physically all of these journalists. They're trying to use physical intimidation and political Gestapo tactics to get them out of here to show how terrible they are, because once the light shined on the evil, it's going to vanish because it's going to cause them to be cracked down on like they should be, and they'll be put in jail for the rest of their fucking lives. And they're probably now fearful. They're probably more fearful now than ever because they are cowards. They only want to do political violence when there's no chance of anything retaliatory happening to them, and that is now going away.
That has been destroying this great American city for years, leaving police officers battered, citizens terrorized, and business properties damaged. Since early June alone, Antifa terrorists have laid siege to the ICE field office in South Portland. These radical left-wing lunatics have violently breached the ICE facility by using a stop sign as a battering ram.
Yeah, that was back when the LA riots were going down. They like tried to burn the building down. They were like smashing the windows. That's why every time you see a video and you're on the street looking at the building, they have wood up covering the windows because the windows are fucking gone. Because these people are unhinged radical terrorists. They should have been thrown in jail months ago. What the fuck is going on?
Hurled explosives and other projectiles at law enforcement, repeatedly assault and dox officers, berate their law-abiding neighbors, and have even rolled out a guillotine in front of the ICE facility. And more people should be reporting on that.
Yeah, the guillotine symbol. I think actually on January 6th, I want to say the Trump crowd also rolled out a guillotine in front of Congress. It's a pretty metal it's a pretty metal symbol. It's pretty metal. Obviously, it's very specific of what it means. I want to say it's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. Let's be real. It's pretty fucking bad. But yeah, they put it out outside the ICE facility, but they're not going after politicians or presidents or people in Congress that have done them wrong. They're going after their fellow citizens that just work for the government. You work for a federal agency that's meant to protect the government. You're ICE. You're stopping gang members. You're deporting terrorists. You're stopping drugs from coming into the community from outside powers. This isn't like fucking Donald Trump himself owns them. They're just a branch of the government that's used to help protect the cities. And you're protesting them? Make it make sense, man.
President Trump has sent federal law enforcement to protect federal assets and arrest those fueling this violence. Just last night, we saw an extremely troubling incident where conservative journalist Nick Sortor was captured on video being taken into custody by the Portland police after he was ambushed by Antifa and was defending himself from these assaults.
Yes, you saw the video footage. You just saw the police officer's statement. In what world does it make sense for a man that's being brutally assaulted to be arrested? They don't have evidence. They don't. They completely pull it out of their fucking ass. That's the issue here. The law is repeatedly been weaponized against conservatives. And yet again, it happened on camera for everyone to see. They're fucked. They are fucked. Royally, and they should be. This shit will not stand. We have judges that let criminals on the street, and now we have police that are arresting journalists for defending themselves. What the fuck?
But instead of arresting these violent mob members night after night after night who are ravaging this community, the police arrested a journalist who was there trying to document the chaos, and everyone in this room should be extremely concerned about that.
This room is full of journalists, by the way, but they know they're not going to be attacked because they're not even covering this to begin with. CNN purposely omits facts. You have Speaker Mike Johnson that was speaking yesterday blaming Democrats for the government shutdown during a press conference, and for some reason CNN cut away to randomly start talking about some other shit, opposed to show Mike Johnson talking about how Democrats are to blame for the country being shut down currently, the government being shut down. And I don't care whether or not you agree with him. I just want to point out the fact that's some pretty major media distortion to cut off someone speaking about what's going on because you don't like them and you think they might say something to blame Democrats, and rightfully so. Fucking wild.
The Department of Justice spoke with that journalist this morning, and they will be launching a full investigation into his arrest. This incident is part of a troubling trend in Portland where left-wing mobs believe they get to decide who can visit and live in their city.
Yes, that's exactly right. They did it with the woman who drove her Tesla. They stopped in front of the car and demanded she back up for no reason other than driving in the fucking street. Your cardinal sin? driving. You're going to hell, sinner, and we're gonna drag you there. Like, these people are fucking crazy.
It is not their city. It is the American people's city, and President Trump is going to restore that. I just spoke with the president about this, and he has directed his team here at the White House to begin reviewing aid that can potentially be cut in Portland. We will not fund states that allow anarchy. There will also be an additional surge of federal resources to Portland immediately, including enhanced CBP and ICE resources. Law and order.
They fucked around, and now they are finding out the federal government is coming in strong with more resources here to quell the lawlessness like it should be. These people need to go to fucking jail. This needs to happen immediately. This should have happened weeks ago. It's crazy that you have to see a journalist get assaulted on camera and then see him be arrested for it for something to finally happen. That should not get that far. That's a major red flag to show that the Portland police are compromised from within with Antifa terrorists that work among them. That is what that means. That is what that means. The Antifa is in the government.
Will prevail, and President Trump will make sure of it. With that, I'll take your questions, and we will begin today's briefing.
Yeah, I was about to finish editing this video and put it online, and I saw this, and I decided I wanted to add it on there. It's just pretty fucking hilarious. They fucked around, and now they're going to find out. Rest in piss, your entire city's about to be raided by federal agents, and they're actually going to throw the criminals in jail. Holy shit, guys. The criminals are going to jail. The criminals are going to jail. Oh, God, it's the end of the world. Thank fucking God. About fucking time. Thank you. But yeah, that's the end of my rant today. If you guys like the video, feel free to like it, comment down below, or subscribe. I make a lot of random stuff like this daily. I've just been jumping from political thing to political thing that seems interesting. So if you have any suggestions too, let me know. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video though. Until then, later.